much.wmv. Now, how much TV do your kids watch? Be honest. 1 hour a day, 2, 3 or more? Well, a leading British psychologist is pushing to limit TV use to 1 hour a day for kids under 12 and just 90 minutes for teenagers. He says television is to blame for obesity, poor grades and a lack of empathy. For her thoughts, I'm joined from Brisbane by parenting expert Felicity Moore, who has done her own TV experiment with the kids. Welcome, Felicity.
Hi, Mia.
Hello. Now, you've had a TV ban in your house for a week and the results were quite surprising. Why did you do it and how did things turn out?
Well, like a lot of parents, I think, I read an article similar to this about a year ago and it said, you know, TV is evil and it's going to destroy our children and the end of the world is coming. And I went, oh, I've got to save my kids. So I said, right, that's it, no TV. I said, I prepped them. I said the day before, right, starting tomorrow, there's going to be no television. At the time, they were 4, 3 and 2. And the 2-year-old and the 3-year-old weren't that attached to the television. But the 4-year-old at the time was quite into Ben 10. And I anticipated that there might be some problems there. But back then there wasn't. We went through day by day and I chronicled it on my blog, just exactly what the pushback was. But I had, at that time, I anticipated there'd be problems. So I got in a lot of games and did a lot of fun things with the kids. None of them were at school and only Finn, the eldest, was at kindy 2 days a week. So I had 3 kids basically at home full time. So I set about a week of entertaining and really it was probably the most fun week of their little lives.
Well, you say 3 kids at home. That's a lot. I know I probably wouldn't have got here this morning had it not been for TV, because sometimes it is really necessary to use as an electronic babysitter, let's be honest. Is that a terrible thing?
I don't think it is a terrible thing. I think there's a few factors involved. When you read these reports, I mean, this report that we're talking about today is based in the UK, where there's studies reveal that their toddlers watch a lot more television than our toddlers do. Children over there, some children watch up to 7 hours a day. We haven't seen anything like that here.
That makes me feel better.
And really, our children have a much better outdoor living lifestyle than they do over there.
Now, things have obviously changed a lot since we were younger as well. I mean, the amount of time we watched as kids was limited by what was on TV. You know, there was The Wonderful World of Disney on a Sunday night and there was cartoons in the morning, but that was about it. Nowadays, you've got dedicated TV channels to kids' shows, you've got DVDs, you've got, you know, everything from iPads to your phone. You can watch TV programs on there. Do you think it's important for parents to still try to regulate the amount of TV kids watch, and how much should that be?
Well, it's difficult to say a set number for each family. I mean, our kids watch a lot of TV. Some days they watch a lot, some days they don't watch any, most days it's the middle ground. And TV today, I mean, with all of this new television programming targeting children, there are improvements being made to television. It's a much more interactive environment than it used to be. Dora the Explorer sort of led the way years and years ago with that sort of asking a question, pausing for an answer and then moving on as if to have a conversation with the viewer. And my children participate in that conversation. I'm sure lots and lots do. So it's an interactive experience more so than a passive one, which is what it was when we were growing up.
Yes, not to mention being able to speak Spanish.
Yeah, she can count to 10 in Spanish. She's 2. She can count to 10 in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so, I mean, TV's not all bad. And there are ways, as we just saw on the graphic, that you can limit that. I mean, do have set no TV times as your kids enter school. But, I mean, the thing about that is, kids talk about school television stuff at school, and if your kid has no television in their life, they're not going to be able to make friends, bond with their friends over those sorts of topics. So I argue that television does have an important place. We just need to be, you know, I mean, 7 hours a day is ridiculous, and I don't know anybody who lets their child watch 7 hours of television a day. So really, I'm just urging parents, don't freak out like I do and go, oh, my kids are doomed. Just bear in mind that you can engage with your kids about what they watch on television. Talk to them about when Sesame Street does the alphabet and they get to Z, they say Z and we say Z. So talk to them about Americans and the difference with Australians and why we pronounce things differently. Those sorts of things. And get them thinking about what their characters do. If you watch Dora at breakfast time, I say, what would Dora be having for breakfast today? You know, there are ways of making them think and encouraging them to think while television's still got a place in their lives. And Mia, I mean, I don't know about you, but I blog a lot, I'm on the computer a lot, and I wouldn't get anything done if I didn't have television there at some critical point to say, look, here's the fairies, or here's Dora, or here's Ben 10, let's just chill out.
No, it can be a lifesaver. The key is moderation, I think.
It is, absolutely.
Felicity, thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, Mia. Good luck.
Thanks. I'm going to need it. Now, we'd like to know what it's like at your place. Have you played